tiered link building versus establish your own PBN network, which is a best practice. To be completely honest with you, I hardly do any tiered link building unless it's to stuff like my main social profiles, maybe the YouTube channel, like assets that I'm developing for the company, for the brand or whatever. I mean, every now and then maybe beef up like a really good link I got a little bit, but in general, my tiered link building is pretty low. What about you, Nick? Are you doing a lot of tiered link building, or is it pretty chill?
I wouldn't say a lot.
Yeah.
All my sites typically start off with it's sort of like a pillow blend, I guess, that includes tiered link building. And then, like you said, if I've got a whopper of a backlink, then maybe I'll beef it up a little bit, but I'm not going to go crazy with it. I'm definitely not going to order 250 links to it or anything like that. Maybe, a couple interpage links from somewhere or something like that.
And then,
if it's a nice link, right? It just beefs up the overall network, the naturalism of the entire thing. So I think it is decent practice. But as far as the question goes, tiered link building or establish your own PBN network, they're two different tools. And to get the
and neither
best
of them
out
are
of
like super necessary. I would say best practice is just focus on building quality links to your site and maybe a few of your other big properties, YouTube, Facebook, whatever.
Yeah, well, I think tiered link building to socials is probably pretty
Yeah,
worthwhile.
that's what I was saying.
And
Facebook,
we
YouTube,
do that
Twitter.
regularly. Like, yeah, because you want those up for your brand in your SERPs, or up in those SERPs for your brand, and things like that, right? So it's worthwhile to do that there. Plus, it's very normal to see that,
Yeah,
activity
those are
with
important. Those
socials.
are important.
Hmm.
People look for that kind of thing. So
Right.
definitely good to send some to
Um,
those.
Now, hypothetical, if I'm newer, I'm asking this question and I'm debating which one to use my money on, I'm just going to go ahead and say I wouldn't build my own PBN network at that point in time if I'm asking that question, because a PBN network is
It's
a
hard
lot of
work.
maintenance. It's a pain in the ass. I've even considered just like dropping all of them, which we won't do. We won't do. I mean, I do use them, but it's just whenever I've got to do a bunch of maintenance all at once. Like recently, we had an issue with one of our hosting providers, where there's always a mess. There's just always a mess. So anyhow, yeah, it can cause for a lot of headache versus tiered link building, especially if it's to worthwhile assets like your socials. Just you're done after you do it. But I wouldn't get too spammy with it. Let's consider that there's different types of tiered link building as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So like I said before, my best practice would just be option 3, which is focus on building quality links to your site and, little tiered building to your main stuff. Maybe stay away from the PBN if you're somewhat newer and you don't have much practice with that before. And in general, even if you're not new and you're very experienced, we still use PBNs very, very sparingly. We don't use many PBN links. It's just kind of something to do every now and then versus the real meat of the backlinking profile.
And I rarely do money anchors on my PBNs anymore,
Yeah, so
I'm being
I
honest.
would just mainly focus on good links to your actual site. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the description below for links to our blog for more info on this topic, along with a bunch of other cool stuff like case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell if you enjoyed the video. Thanks and happy ranking.